What is up, guys? Thank you for tuning into the channel. And are you wondering what my best 1600 meter race was? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. You clicked on this video. But today I'm going to be commentating my best 1600 meter race that I raced while I was in high school. This was my last high school mile, 1600 meter. You know, it's a difference in 9 meters. I just call them the same thing. So I'll probably be referring to it as the mile or 1600 interchangeably. But this was a fun race. So this is my state. Technically, it's the divisional meet in Arizona. They've got the divisionals, and then they've got like an all-state meet. So this is technically divisionals, and I had the race of my life with my teammate Declan Jorgensen. So go ahead, stick around. This was a proud moment for me. Okay, so here we are. They're walking us up on to the track, and I was so stressed about this race. Like, I knew it was gonna be probably my last mile, last 1600 in high school, and so I wanted to perform well. Like I had run 4:29 earlier in the season. I really wanted to get below 4:25, and so I just knew I just had to give everything. So I was just trying to be as relaxed as possible. My dad was over on the side. He's a photographer, a sports photographer, and so it was cool to have him right up there on the side of the track, you know, giving me the thumbs up. You got this, Nathan. So here we go, just waiting for the start. It was really cool just getting to know all the guys. Like, it was the same guys in every race pretty much, and I knew where I would be, you know, I'd beat them, they'd beat me. It was just this cool relationship, if you could call it, with the guys from different high schools, especially because we all knew we were like the top 20. Oh, and here we go, we're off. So it was difficult to see me a little bit. I started out in the third block. So it's a block start. They had every 2 lanes was a different block. And so this race, I knew I couldn't race to win. I was just racing for a PR. And so I kind of just stuck myself right in the middle. My teammate, Gage, who was amazing. At this point, I'm a senior. He was a junior. And he just took it out early. And I was like, yeah, I gotta stay relaxed. Good job to you, but I can't use that much energy to go with you, Gage. And so I just held back. We'll see where I am. I believe I'm about mid-pack right here. Okay, you see Gage up there, he's probably like 7th or so, and then you've got me. Actually, I'm second to last there, and my running form is quite unconventional. My arms flop around like a chicken like crazy, so it's pretty easy to identify me. But I go through in second to last, and I kind of was freaked out a little bit. I knew I didn't want to be too far back, but I also wanted to be quite relaxed. So now you can kind of see me. I am 4th to last now. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. You can see me coming up through 600 meters. I don't have a time clock on this, but I'm assuming, I think that first lap was around 64 for me, and I was trying to run 66s just consistently for a 4:24 was my goal. Got Lucas Grunvig in the front, stellar athlete, got to race him a bunch of times. Let's see. Max Ire right there. Gage is falling back a little bit. Declan, he's 3 places ahead of me, and then now I'm right behind the guy in the yellow. At this point, 800 meters to go. I'm like, okay, Nathan, you've got to reel in Declan. Declan's my other teammate. And I was like, okay, you got to get up there with him. You know, 2 minutes of pain is not worth a lifetime of regret not going all out in this race. And so I just knew I just had to gun it this third lap. You know, the third lap always is slower, even if you try to push it harder. Like I've tried just like treating the third lap like a kick. You always have stuff left. Here we go, in 600 meters to go. I'm still in that back pack.
On the field, doing strides.
Wait for it. At this point, I can't tell. I think I've caught up to Declan by this point. This race was a couple years ago, so it was kind of fun rewatching it a couple days ago when I had the idea to make this video. Sorry, the video quality is not the best. So here we go. Move on the outside. We're gonna take two guys. And Gage, who fell back a ton, decides to fly by me. I'm like, yeah, I'm going with him. I'm going with him. And so he's right in front of me. I'm right behind him. This lap, I'm pretty proud of, okay? So it's gonna be difficult to see. I might be able to zoom in a little, but these are just pixels on this low quality camera that I was using. But you follow me around. I go by Gage. And then past two guys there. Now I'm right behind Declan, but he's got about 5 meters on me. So I'm like, hey, give everything, Nathan, give everything. I start to reel in Declan. And you see these top guys, I think they end up finishing in like a 4:19, I think is the winning time of this race. And here we go, me and Declan side by side. You got Sean Frank right there. I get the outside. Declan actually gets stuck behind him, but I fly by. I'm just giving everything, pumping the arms, pumping the legs, and I end up finishing in a 4:26. And I was pretty proud of that. Declan was right behind me, also 4:26, just a couple different milliseconds. And that was just an awesome race. Okay, so that video ends pretty abruptly. If you haven't seen the channel, Nathan's High School Vlogs, you should go check it out. That was my original YouTube channel before I made this other one. And I kind of wish that I'd combined them or just stuck with that one channel. But you can't do that. And so I just renamed it High School Vlogs because that's what it was. But it was basically me vlogging my senior high school season. And that was just a blast. You know, one random day I was like, hey, let's just interview some of the athletes on my team and just make a video about it. It ended up being 40 minutes long. You can go check out that on my channel. I believe it's the Nighthawk Early Bird Meet. But it was really cool to get those, to capture those memories and to, you know, interview a couple of my teammates, get their insights on things. So that was really cool. So go ahead and check out that channel. Might be a little cringe. I didn't really know how to edit super well, and I still don't. I'm still getting better at that. But all in all, this was a super exciting race for me. It technically wasn't my last high school race. I still had the 4x8 at our all-state meet. We ended up taking 11th at that, I believe. I ran a 157.8 split, and that's, of course, 4x8 split, so it was probably like a 158, but yeah, that I gave everything, and I really wish we had videoed that race, because that was, oh my, the atmosphere was just crazy, especially when you have a guy who can take it out in 147. Yeah, that was a crazy race. But thank you so much for sticking around watching this video. And go ahead and comment down your favorite race that you raced in high school. For me, it was probably either this one or the 4x8 my junior year when we won the state title. Or cross country when we won the state championship. So lots of amazing races. High school is such a fun time. Just have fun with running. Also be competitive. But remember, just to relax. If you're in high school, just run safe and have fun.